Hi, welcome back to BUZ Banter. I'm Mo,
And I'm Alex.
and he's new. So aside from the introduction to Alex, who's joining our crew now that Tom is unfortunately overseas for a year plus, whatever, you'll still see him on the Buzz dueling videos. But until then, I brought another white guy, because we needed to balance out the Asian white quotient here. Anyway, that's Alex.
The white guy.
You wanted to talk about something that was very, very white guy.
Yeah, I was actually going to talk about one of my favorite TV shows right now, and it's going to be starting up again next month. I can't wait. It's Once Upon a Time. It's basically this TV show that they've had going 2 seasons now. It's kind of slowed down a bit. But it's basically about all our favorite fairy tales and how they're all kind of connected to each other, and they've all been pulled to our world, and how they are all interacting with each other. It's such a well done show. They make all of the fairy tales just come together. They change them in such little ways, and sometimes in huge ways, and it's just so amazing. One of my favorite changes was Little Red Riding Hood, where she is a werewolf, as opposed to her being attacked by a wolf. And that was fantastic.
Yeah, it's another example of something that you've been seeing a lot in the nerdly media, specifically, and like the big example is the Grimm fairy tale comics. But you're seeing it in other areas as well. The Rick Riordan, or however the hell you say his last name, the Percy Jackson series, where they bring in Greek mythology and bring that into the real world, and how these things actually happen. These were actually people, and these are their descendants.
So, going back to Once Upon a Time,
Yeah.
I love the relationships that they have going on, and I can't go talking about Once Upon a Time without mentioning the best character. Everybody knows it, Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin's he's been talked about before in other things, but he's kind of been glossed over. He got a good role in Shrek the Third. But in Once Upon a Time, he is just the ultimate character. He's he's very chaotic neutral. Does whatever suits him. Good, bad, doesn't matter. He's not inherently evil. Everybody thinks he's inherently evil. I don't see that. He does a lot of good things, but it always goes back to if it helps him or not.
Now, the whole reason why we're talking about this topic in general is something that's been bothering a lot of us for quite a while, and we've mentioned it in little places. And it's not just because Once Upon a Time is a good show. It is a good show. It's definitely worth watching, and more people really should be watching it. The other thing is how this relates to what we usually talk about. This is actual growth in storytelling. These are stories that change, these are characters that change, and it's something that we enjoy, seeing the older versions, and we see them updated, and we see how these things evolve. Why can't we have that in more spaces where it's necessary? We had it for a little while in Marvel with Spider-Man, and then you had Quesada go, screw this, I want the stories from my childhood, so he's not married anymore, and you had One More Day, and all of that went to hell. Why can't we actually have that sort of growth in other places in our storytelling?
No, it's true, and that's one of the reasons that I've been stuck on this show, is because character growth really isn't a thing that much in today. People just want to see the characters that they know over and over and over again, and the whole thing that binds you to a character. It was really true in the 90s, I feel, is that you grew with the character.
It is this divisive thing where you want to grow with the character and everything, but you want to constantly have a new audience coming into it. So you have to keep the character the same. And and the whole point of this is simply this. Everyone knows the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Having her as a werewolf, people go, hey, that's cool, I want to check that out.
And just as a heads up for this season, I believe we're looking at Ariel, the Little Mermaid, joining. And don't quote me on it, but I think they're going further into Aladdin's story. So far, we've only seen the genie.
Yeah, so we are going, of course, into the war in Afghanistan and the political commentary that's going to come with that. How Princess Jasmine lives in the lap of luxury, and despite going out and becoming a street rat for 20 minutes, cares absolutely nothing for the poor of her own nation. That's,
Yeah.
there is so much wrong with that story.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Mo.
I'm Alex.
Thanks for watching BUZ Banter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on our parent website, and yeah, check out Once Upon a Time. It's a great evolution, and we hope to see more things like it. Bye-bye, guys.
See ya.